All right, guys, welcome to part 2 of building GuideWise, which is going to be an Airbnb guidebook creation app, all web hosted and virtually powered by AI. And we're going to code it using vibes. All vibes, good vibes only, no bad vibes. I'm using Windsurf as my IDE, and when we left off last time, we had finished most of the back end. The back end still isn't anywhere near where it should be, but it's at least a working prototype, and now we're just going to go ahead and get the front end all started. We have a boilerplate sort of look for the front end right now using Next.js, but we're going to make it a lot better. So we got my coffee. It's about like 9:30 at night right now too. It's like way too late to be doing this, but the coffee is powering me. I also have my dinner here. If you're wondering what I'm eating, it's broccoli, and then we got some some beef. We got beef. No, actually, it's not beef. It's actually ground turkey, believe it or not. So yeah, I'm not exactly a culinary wizard, but I have, well, I was gonna say I have coding skills, but really it's the AI that has most of the coding skills. So I don't know what I have, but I have dinner at least, and I think I'm just rambling to avoid starting this video. So I'm gonna start it now. Okay. This turkey and broccoli is so good, dude. Okay, this is the UI that we have currently. The first thing is obviously this hero guidebook cover is not doing anything right now. So we need to ask Windsurf, why is this not working? I could go look it up myself, of course. It's somewhere, probably source, maybe components. No, not components. Layout, maybe page, probably somewhere in here. Import image from next.image. Yeah, maybe it's that. Actually, we're not using that, so I don't know where it's at. I'm just gonna ask Windsurf to do it for me because that's faster, potentially. And then that way I can continue eating my broccoli beef, broccoli turkey. So Windsurf, let's say, the image on the home page isn't loading. Can you fix it? And we'll see what it's doing. Fast forward through this. Okay, so as suspected, the problem is that we don't actually have an image to supply. So it just switched it to some random image that was already available in the repo somewhere. We don't like that. We need to find an image so that way we can actually see get a better look of what it'll actually look like. So I'm gonna go scour the web really quick and be back in just a second. Okay, so we found an image that is gonna probably work. It's definitely not ideal, but it'll be the placeholder for now, so that way we can at least get an idea of what this front end is gonna end up looking like. So I'm gonna add that to my repo. And where am I gonna add this? I'm gonna go to public. I'm actually not too familiar. This is my first time ever doing a Next.js project, so I'm not too familiar with most of the locations of things. But .next, static, here it is. It's probably in here, static media. Let's go here. I wonder what the fav icon is. Oh, that's the actual fav icon. Okay, that makes sense. Which, by the way, we should get our own fav icon. But cover image.webp, that should work. I think the webp sometimes has a problem, but we'll see if that file works. Just added one called cover image.webp in the static-media folder. Can you change it? Let's see if it'll do it. Back to my broccoli. Hey, look at that. Okay, so it's been updated with our new image. Yeah, it still looks terrible, to be honest. So let's think, first off, what do we want the main look to actually look like? What is this? What the hell? Wow, I'm so unfamiliar with Next.js. That's pretty cool though. Just the size of your dev tools. Hide. Oh shit. Actually, I kind of wanted it. Now I don't know how to bring it back. That's fine though. Figure it out. Create beautiful guest guidebooks in minutes. Welcome your guests with professional AI powered guidebook. So honestly, I just hate these colors right now. Let's change up the colors of the site. So what color do we want to make it? Get started for free. Like this blue and this blue up here, especially this blue up there, looks terrible. Looks just not good at all. Usually what I like to do for this is just go get motivation from other websites. So there's this one that I have that I go to a good amount called, it's not in this one. Where is it? Mobbin, called Mobbin. Mobbin has some good stuff. It just provides designs for you. Okay, this does not look like the NordVPN website at all so far. So this is what we need to do. All right, just do it, bruh. Just do it, bro. Ah, dang it! I had 2 typos in that. All right, just do T, bro. All right, just do T, bro. Luckily, AI is pretty smart. Still understands it. What the heck? It's in write mode. I don't know why it's not trying to write anything right now. It's just freaking doing nothing. It's literally doing nothing. It's literally being so lame. God. I think I'm gonna do Twitch. I've honestly never even watched a Twitch live stream. How does Twitch work? Like, how does this actually work? There's just like people going live right now and then I just hop on it. What about coders? Is there any coding people? Coding? Software and game development going live. Gosh, that's so weird. I don't know if I could go live like that. I'd be kind of nervous. All right, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Okay, I think I'm still recording too. Sick. I literally just made a Twitch account and I think I'm about to go live. Let's see. Let's see if this actually works. Stream info updated successfully. Wait, am I live right now? No, I'm not live. Why am I still offline? What the heck? Stream information. Okay, start streaming. Dude, I think I'm streaming. Am I live right now? Wait, let's check this out. Ken Open is offline. It says I'm streaming. Oh my gosh, I am streaming. What? All right, this is crazy, guys. Kind of nervous. I wonder if people are gonna hop on and start watching. Okay. Back to vibe coding this SaaS. All right, where was I? Oh shit. Module not found. Okay, so this is what I like to do when I get errors is I literally just copy the error and paste it into Windsurf, and then usually it'll do something. Usually it can figure it out by itself. Can't resolve Tailwind CSS animate. Here's a summary of the plan update. Okay, so now it's just gonna do its thing. I'm just gonna let it do whatever it wants to do. And meanwhile, I'm going to be eating my turkey and broccoli. Oh, it ruined it. It completely ruined my site. My site looks like shit now. Okay, this is not ideal. Okay, I'm gonna tell it. Site looks very bad. Is CSS loading? And then also I can take a screenshot if I want and be like, yo, it is not working. I wonder if I have any viewers. How do you figure out if you have viewers or not? Users in chat. It looks like it's just me. Okay. Just me right now, guys. Talking to myself. Empty room. That's crazy though. That's actually crazy that I'm just like live on Twitch right now. I literally thought about going live on Twitch about probably like 30 minutes, not even, probably 15 minutes ago. And I was like, all right, let's go live on Twitch. So now I'm going live on Twitch for the first time ever. Literally just created my account too. Error evaluating Node.js code. Okay, so this is not working out well so far. I just don't really have that clear of a vision, I think, for how I actually want the website to look. And until I can get a very clear vision of how I want it to look, then I'm kind of just wasting my time because this guy is not. Error evaluate. It looks like you're trying to use Tailwind CSS, blah, blah, blah. Let me plug that in. Also, 4 files changed now? Why is there 4 files changed? What did they add? It was just 3 files changed a second ago. Tailwind got config.ts. I did this. What in the hell? I don't understand why this is happening. Config. The plan will be to remove the incorrect note about post CSS. See, I really have no idea what's happening. This is actually above my pay grade in terms of coding. I've never used Tailwind before, for one thing. I've never used Next.js for another thing. At least it's working now, I guess. But see, okay, so when I totally mess up like this is a really nice feature of Windsurf. This is an amazing feature of Windsurf is that you can just go and scroll up until you see all this and just, you can be like revert. Actually, I think I need to go even further up. Let's change the colors of the site. Yeah, that was a very bad decision. Okay, so we're back to where we were. Okay, instead of let's changing the colors, let's do this. Let's build out the features, pricing, and about and contact sections. It should all still be on one page, home page, but each one should be in its own section and have its own component. It's very nice to componentize everything, of course, because the more componentized everything is, the better it is. The better that the AI is at actually using, they're actually coding. I wonder if I'm gonna get any viewers in chat. All right, guys, I think I am going to go off live. I'll be honest with you. It's kind of stressing me out to know that I'm streaming right now, that anybody can just hop on Twitch and find my stream and then just be like, oh, I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna just peek in on you. It's a little sketch. I'd rather just create the video. So we're gonna say stop streaming. Goodbye. Okay, stopped streaming. Done. Exit. Okay. Let's see here. Kettenhofen's offline. Oh, wait. What? I did not mean to. We need to show the world this is a mess right now. This is a total mess. Let me go to myself. About Kettenhofen, 0 followers. Schedule. Last stream 34 seconds ago. Look at that though. Videos, do you think it saves? Guess I can edit videos. What the hell was I doing? Oh my god, what did it just do? What did it just do while I was doing that? Let's see, does this work now? Features. Oh, look at this. We have like a whole website now. That's kind of cool. Ooh, all right. Features, pricing, about us, contact us. All right, not terrible. Not terrible at all. One thing I would like is I would like the initial, I like the white then gray switch between each section. But the first section should have the gray background and second should have the white, not the other way around. Okay, so it is nice that we can see here it did create its own files for each one of these. Makes it a lot easier. And so we can see all those files just right here in custom, under custom components. Pretty clutch. Yeah, so UI, just button, input, label. And we should actually change some of this stuff, like button, button variants. Yeah, that all needs to change. Okay, I think that makes it look a lot better actually. Just starting with the gray. Yeah, so this pricing will definitely be switched up. But yeah, cool. Okay, we have something that works to a certain degree. So let's get started. So let's start extending out. Well, actually first is I hate the blue buttons. I really do. I really hate these blue buttons so much. let's get rid of the ugly blue colors. Instead, what's a good color for Airbnb? Make it the same. You know what? We're literally just going to copy Airbnb here, and we're just going to make it the exact same pink color that Airbnb is. The same color as the Airbnb pink. That Airbnb pink color will be the accent for the whole site. Okay, and we'll see what it does. I'm about done with this broccoli beef, bro. I'll be honest with you. I'm getting kind of tired of it. I think I'm gonna throw the rest of it away. Oh. Vibe coding is a lot of work. Okay, look, Mom, I almost finished. I finished like 90% of it. So the rest goes in the trash. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Got my coffee. Oh my God, dude. This is a lot. So, okay, the Airbnb color is actually way better. That looks so much better. If we get a nice little, okay, this is what I'm actually gonna do, because this is probably isn't the most productive thing that I could have possibly done, but this is what I'm gonna do. Don't look at all my other chats, please. Jeez, so nosy. Okay, guide-wise, build a 5-icon logo for our site. I should have just site initials. Name is guide-wise. We use the same color scheme as Airbnb. It should have, okay, that's a good point, is it should totally have a, it should have a cozy, it should have a cozy vibe. Cozy, elegant vibe. Okay, let's just see what it gives me from that. I know that's a terrible prompt, to be totally honest with you. But we'll see what it gets. We'll see what it gives us. So while ChatGPT is working on that, we're gonna go back. Okay, this is the wrong repo. Sorry. I'm gonna pull this out of the way. Okay. Here it is. We're gonna go ahead and accept all those changes. He did a pretty good job here. Not a great job, but at least we have that built. So honestly, what we really need to work on, see, I forgot this. You forgot to change the button color on the, where is that? About contact features pricing. Oh, create, it's right here. It's this folder on the create folder. Okay, and then it also doesn't have the nav bar. So this nav bar that's up here, this guide-wise nav bar, should also be maintained up here. So yeah, there's some work that needs to be done. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo that. So let's say also add the nav bar up to all pages, including the create folder page. We also need a success page after the user success he creates a guidebook. The guidebook, it should have a button to download the book. So yeah, I'm thinking what we'll need is after these pages, we'll also need a success page. So we'll need all the steps, right? And then we need a loading page because it takes a really long time to actually generate the PDF book. And while that's generating, we should have some like spinning thing or maybe a bar that's saying loading in progress, because it takes like probably 15-ish seconds to actually generate. And so people are gonna get annoyed. Also, because we were putting this behind a paywall, we shouldn't just have it auto download. Like right now, it's just automatically downloads as soon as you finish. So and instead of as soon as it downloads, we should actually finish it and then create, if we can, a preview on that final page to see what it looks like, and then have a download button there to download as a PDF. And if you click on that download, then it'll bring you to a paywall, in which case you'll have to pay and we'll get to that later today, though. We just need to get to that point of being able to actually see it. So let's see here. How far did we get? Reusable nav bar. So you didn't break the main page, did you? No, okay. Let's also say, well, before I forget, nav bar should be sticky. So it slides down with the page. I don't know why it always, for whatever reason, it always wants to run the freaking dev at the end of every time it finishes doing something. It says, let me run npm run dev. And it's like, no, dude, I already have it running. You don't need to do it. Just leave it alone, okay? I got it. See, here it is again. npm run dev. No, I don't need you to do that. Okay? So let's see what it built. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do 1339. 123 Main Street, New York. Blah, 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 blah. Check out, that stuff doesn't matter. And let's do like 1. Okay, 2, I guess. 52, no, 2. 1 issue, whoa. And for the value attribute. Okay, let's just ignore that for a second. Generating guidebook, also screenshot. Look, on this page, the generating guidebook goes way too long off the screen. So that's another thing that'll mess up, and that should be a pretty easy fix. So my idea is it'll say success here. Your guidebook has been generated successfully, and then it will give you a preview right in the middle page, like right here, and then when you click on download your guidebook, we'll get rid of this button, create another guidebook, but we'll just have download your guidebook or purchase physical guidebook. And whatever you click, it'll bring you to a paywall to where you can maybe sign in, maybe create accounts if we need that. I think we probably will, at least some form of authentication. And we'll just, actually, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just allow them to just have a credit card and just take their information from there. You've removed that, okay. Let's see, let's try that again. Let's see this on the success page. We should show a preview of what the PDF looks like. Let's see what it thinks for this, because that's actually going to be a tricky engineering feat to actually show it. It will require a new, React PDF. Yeah, new library, npm install, let's do it. So it wants to use these libraries. PDF, JS, dist, okay. I guess that's all fine. Now I'll update the success page. Cool. Meanwhile, let's test that, make sure that they didn't mess up too bad. Main Street, blah, blah, blah. And next local recommendations. Okay, cool. So now you just put it on the right side of generate guidebook. Does this work? It does work. Sick. So overall, this is actually working pretty well so far, except now they broke it. Fantastic. And I'm out of coffee. Gosh. Okay, so yeah, that Twitch stream was kind of interesting, huh? Chat. Welcome to the chat room. Gosh, I have no idea how Twitch works. It's actually extremely confusing. Look at some of these people though. They have freaking 38,000 followers, 56,000 people all watching live right now. Like, what is this person doing that's so interesting that everybody is watching this live stream? Wow. Like, the only thing I ever knew the live streaming was used for was for like watching nude chicks and being able to talk to them and tell them what to do. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Obviously, I know that there are Twitch streamers that play video games and all that stuff. Of course, I know all that. Okay, did it actually just do it that quickly? That was pretty quick. Can't resolve. Yeah, it says module not found. Okay, see, it's messing up. It doesn't know what it's doing. Let me type that error in so that way I can see what's up. And I can tell it that it's being an idiot. It looks like you've run into a build error. I apologize for that. This module not found error is common when integrating React PDF with Next.js. And it usually means the paths to the CSS files are incorrect. I'll fix this by finding the correct paths. Okay, do it. Check it out. Check it out. Why don't you? Why don't you? See, I'm beginning to realize that this project is actually, I was thinking it was going to be like one video when I first started. And then I got through most of the video and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's better to just split this into 2 videos. I'm now realizing this is going to be like, this is a legit project that's going to take a bit, a legit good bit. I think honestly, I'm probably going, once I get the front end at least semi-decent, I'm going to go switch back to the back end and make sure that I can actually make legit, really good templates, make everything actually really nice. Because there's a long way to go for that. Okay, let's try to generate this guidebook and let's see what's up. It says it works now. So this will be pretty sick actually if this guidebook, I think that this will be a cool little app guide-wise. Isn't? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this. The freaking thing. Oh my gosh, I love it. I actually love that. I don't even think I'm gonna change it at all. I think that that's perfect. I don't know much I love the G, how it's just like a G, but dude, I'm gonna save this as guidewise underscore logo. Bada bang. That's sick. That I think turned out really good. Failed to load PDF file. Okay, let's see why this isn't working. It says failed to load. And then actually what I like to do usually with this, we can go inspect and then see what's going on in the console. Access. It could be this. It could be that. Nothing in the network. Let's just see what's going on here. We're getting an internal server error. Yeah, so it is all of this. So I'm just gonna copy paste all these errors in the console. I'm seeing this in the console. And oh my gosh, that was actually a lot to paste. That's okay though. It's just kind of destroying the tokens because now we just added a bunch more context, which was unnecessary. We did not need to add all that context, but that's fine. Oh my gosh, though. I love this little guidebook logo, the Guidewise logo. That's freaking awesome. So this is going to be there. Guidewise logo. .png. Okay, first off, so before I mess around with the logo, my idea is I'm going to put the logo right here, right next to Guidewise. Can't resolve. It still can't resolve. Oh my gosh. Okay. Pause. I need to get some coffee. And the answer is almost indubitably yes. It totally does matter. Bro, I just realized I've been paused for the past freaking 30 minutes of doing stuff. We've been literally just working on the same error this entire time, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, for whatever reason, our PDF and React PDF, whatever the heck, are not working well together. Okay, what are you doing to my package.json? React PDF viewer core. I am incredibly sorry how frustrating. My attempts to fix have already failed. Used to work, which is from a different excellent library called React PDF Viewer Core. This is known for being more straightforward, and I should have suggested it sooner. Thank you for pointing us right direction. I will follow your lead and switch to the better library. Uninstall, re-implement. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. And now we're gonna get build errors. Fantastic. which are no longer supported. Fantastic. 19 high severity vulnerabilities. Fantastic. Okay, actually, let's undo this. I can already tell. Revert, go back. Let's not do this. Confirm. So now it's still going to be broken though because we need to npm install. So let's go here to our terminal and go npm install to fix it. There is still that same issue as before though, where the API version is not matching the worker version and I don't know how to switch it. How do we switch it? Package.lock.json. Oh my god. Package.json. Okay, let's check these two out. So React PDF 10.0.1 and this one 4.4.168. Try the package.json. What does this mean? Okay, let me ask ChatGPT actually. Chat is usually pretty good at this sort of stuff. I'm having a problem with my Next.js project. I'm trying to display a PDF on my site, but getting this error. Here are the relevant dependencies in my package.json. What does the caret, where is that? Where is that? What does the mean here? And how can I fix this error? Let's see what ChatGPT says. I'm running into a version mismatch, I know. Install the latest, for example. Okay, I think so. First of all, I'm going to do this. npm uninstall PDF, blah blah blah. Shit, what was the version? Oh my god, and now it just deleted it from there. PDF JS dist. And so we don't want that. We want it to be, what was the exact version? 5.3.31. 5.3.31. Okay, and then just say, let me just say npm install that. Let's see if it'll work. What in the hell? Does not match the worker version. I freaking put that version though, didn't I not? What is the freaking version then, huh? Well, what in the heck? Project, node modules, PDF disk, static, and ECMAScript. Okay, now we can talk to this again. Uninstalled and change my package.json to this. Now I'm still in errors. Same one as before, and I'm getting this new error here, this console error. Bada boom. Why? Tell me why, please. Please tell me why. This is so annoying. It's not compatible with PDF. Okay, let's try this. Which I feel like we've had before, but npm install that crap. I'm still getting this error. Doesn't that mean that PDF.js dist shouldn't be version 4.10.38? It should be 5.3.31. So why don't I update that in my package.json? Okay, I'm gonna check. There's no cache here either, I don't think. If I use the most recent version of React PDF. What if I go all the way down to this? Let me see. This is just a test to see what's going to happen. Unable to resolve dependency tree. Okay, so that's just too old. What if I do the caret? No, install it. No. Okay. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Okay, we'll go back. Fine. We will go back. Well, dude, the freaking, when it says worker and API, which package is the API and which is the worker? API is PDF.js dist. So why is it saying though so in the build, if we go here and we go to PDF.js dist, or React PDF, okay. Build PDF. Here we go. PDF version is 5.3.31. So that's the problem, is in React PDF. So that's definitely the problem, is right there. Is it's trying to use that one. Did I try that? I already tried that, didn't I? 5.3.31. Oh my god, I just have so many freaking packages here. Okay, there's React. Where's PDF.js dist? Here. And then look at the map. PDF worker. PDF worker.mdate. PDF.js version is this. Wait, okay, did we try that? Did we give that a real earnest good shot? I feel like we need to go back here and just try this again, because that's what it says it's using. npm install. But now everything is broken. Is it really broken though? What's the issue? Error, file not found. I'm pretty sure that's the real freaking problem. We fixed that problem. Now we are getting this. Wow, that was way more than I thought it was going to be. Okay, and if it changes my freaking PDF.js again, that's going to be so annoying. Oh my gosh, man. Sometimes you just gotta do it, man. I will store the blob. I'm so sorry. Let me see. The URL is happening because blob URLs are temporary. Sick. Okay, I think it's actually working. There's no errors. Let me try this again. I think I just didn't have the guidebook saved. It's 123 Main Street, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, number of things to do, sure, whatever. All right, have a good feeling that this is going to work. I think it's gonna work. Let's pray. Pray to the Lord, baby. Pray to the Lord. To the Lord, baby. To the Lord. Gotta pray to the Lord, baby. Pray to the Lord. Oh my God, this is taking a long time. Oh my God, look at that, bro. It is working, though. It is working a little bit, though, isn't it? Okay, it's not quite working perfectly. All right, hell yeah. 2 things. 1, the download button should be below the PDF viewer. 2, we currently only see the first page of the PDF in the viewer. Please allow us to flip through pages and say the and also we should be able to see what page number we're on. Show the page number on the PDF. Okay, we're gonna let it do that, and then I'm going to accept that first. All right, we're actually at a good spot now. That was good. I can't believe I had to get my freaking hands dirty, go in there and really figure out what was the problem, because this guy doesn't know. He doesn't understand. You just ruined it. You broke the button, bro. You broke the button. All I wanted you to do was move the button. Oh my God. Also, does anybody know what ECMAScript is? I'm assuming it's like JavaScript, TypeScript, ECMAScript. I think it's just some like TypeScript version. I don't know. But it's broken. Oh my gosh. So holy crap, why did you just add 56 freaking lines, man? Why? Sometimes it just goes and just adds so much code for no reason. It's really annoying. It's really, really quite annoying. Ah, man. How about that logo that we made, though? It was nice. Whoa. Reject all. You're just screwing this up. Nope, you sucked at that. You know what? This guy is actually sucking ass right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just start a new chat with Gemini. Success page. Our PDF view should be scroll. Actually, before we even do that, on the success page, let's move our button from for downloading. Honestly, should I just do that myself? That's actually so lazy of me. This might be the laziest I've ever been. Success, where I can literally just go here. Oh my gosh. It's actually this whole thing. If I literally, all I have to do is just go Control X and Control V. That's probably the way to do it. Yeah. All right, fine. Had to do some manual labor. That was not very vibey of me, I'll be honest. Now, to get this to scroll and shit though, I actually do not know how to do that. So, viewer can see all pages in the PDF. Right now, we just see the cover. Allow us to click through the pages of the PDF and show the page number somewhere. Okay, we're giving it a shot here. We're giving it a shot. Man, this is going to be a pain in the ass to deploy too, I can already tell. There's a lot that I need to cut out of this video too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're in a loop, brother. You're tweaking. Relax and do what you're told. Man, Gemini is having a night tonight, man. It is not doing that well. My apologies for the repetition. I'll get right on it. Jeez, dude. So disappointed in this AI every once in a while. So disappointed. But I think that this will look decent, right? Like we just have this here and then we can click through it. Yeah, we'll get this looking pretty nice, I think. Okay. Bathroom break. Oh, wait, we got it working. Page 1 of 5. Nice. How about that, bro? How about that? And so we can see our actual PDF now. Awesome. That's nice. That's nice. Except it's super slow. I added... Wait, why is the 5 icon right there? Okay, now I've been really excited to do this for a while. I've been excited to add in that logo that we made. On the cover, on the public folder, I have a guidewise logo.png. That is our site logo and should be next to the title in the nav bar. it should also be used as the fav icon for the site. Okay, so I'm gonna let it work on that. In the meantime, I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and it looks very bad. The icon. So let's fav icon is still loading the old one. Also, the nav bar should be edited. The nav bar, logo image should have rounded corners. Because yeah, that looks quite bad when it's just a straight. Okay, so we got a lot of work to do on the site, so I'm going to go into headphone mode. Okay, so a couple updates. We are now allowing images, so the front cover of the PDF template is going to be whatever image of the house that they want to supply. So like this one is just pulled from a random place. It's just from Unsplash, but it'll allow you to upload your own image, and then the front end will send that image to the back end here and have it as the front cover. Now we haven't implemented this on the front end just yet, which is problematic. And so I'm actually asking the AI what they think is the best way to implement it. The way that I was thinking of implementing it is that the user on the front end on the website can copy and put an image in, and then we will store that image in blob storage on Azure, and then we will send simply the Azure URL with where that blob storage is. And so then it will just be a simple URL being sent to our backend here. And then from that URL, we're able to pull from the Azure blob storage and just upload it. But let's see what the AI thinks. That's an excellent question, and it gets to the heart, blah, blah, blah. Two main approaches. So number one is my suggestion, which was blob storage. How it works is the front end uploads the image directly to a cloud storage like AWS or Google Cloud Storage. In our case, it'll be Azure Blob Storage. The storage returns a URL for the image, and then the front end then sends this URL along with the other form data to our backend. It's a highly scalable solution. It keeps large file processing off our main application server, and it's great if you need to store the images for later use. For example, regenerating the PDF without another upload. Cons though, it does add complexity. You would need to set up blob storage account and credentials. That's what I was worried about, is the credentials for, we obviously can't just have it totally public because nobody's going to want to upload their images. Like, I know it's not super sensitive data, but you shouldn't really have images. It's just a public URL that anybody can just access. So we're going to have to add security to it, which means that we're going to have to add it to our back end here. So we have to do an API call from the front end just to upload the image to the blob, just have access to the blob. And then we're going to have, when we're ready to generate the PDF, to pull from that blob storage. So it adds some complexity. So the other option is direct upload with base64 encoding, current implementation. The front end sends the image and form data together in one request. Our Flask server reads the image, converts it into a base64 encoded string, and embeds it directly into the HTML template as data URI. Oh, okay. Perfect. Let's stick with number 2 for now. But how? Perfect. Let's stick with number 2 for now. And then over here, we're going to have it start building that into the this section here. Start editing the create folder. The flow should be a bit more complicated. Add a step 2 in which they can add an image. This image will end up being used as the cover photo. Backend currently let's actually ask it here. Okay, we'll see if this is actually able to do it. That'll be pretty impressive if it can, to be honest. So, 1 second, let me pause this. And I'm back. It's still working. We're gonna let it do its thing for a bit longer. I am a bit confused on how this is gonna work. Seems I should have analyzed the code for the create page and have a clear plan to add the image upload step. Okay, yeah, now we're getting some errors. But we'll see if it can work its way through it. Okay, let's test this out and see if it works. 123 Main Street, New York, New York. Okay, that's really annoying that it did all this. Wow, so this just made it way more complicated. But let's see, make it beautiful. Let's choose a file. And you know what, for this, we are actually going to do let's do an actual image here. And let's generate it. That's not too bad, is it? That is not too bad. And that's all working. Okay, there's a few major things that we need to change here though, right? So first off, this step one is crazy. It's way too much. So, pretty good. Adjust a few things. Aims for the flow. We should make some extra steps. First, step one will just be property name and full address. I should also use the full address to get the location of the property, not ask them for street, zip, city, state. Okay, so that's one thing that we need to do is get rid of these addresses. Like we shouldn't have multiple here. And so then step two should be address information. Step three should be house rules. boxes. So the prompt that I'm building right now is telling it to, one, separate out the address so that it is just street, zip code, and city state, and we don't have this other line that's full address for AI lookups. That obviously doesn't make sense. And two, we're gonna split up these other ones. So access information is gonna be its own, and then house rules is gonna be its own. Wi-Fi network and check-in time, check-out time, it's gonna be its own. For access information and house rules, we're going to pre-populate this with checkboxes. So that way, instead of having to write in each one of your access information things or house rules, it'll simply be pre-populated where you can just click, 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 click. You have these 3 rules apply, and then also have an option to add your own. So that's what I'm constructing in this prompt. Okay, it was a big prompt. We'll see how it handles it. Update, it is absolutely tweaking right now. But I think it'll figure it out. I have trust in it. So we'll see. Oh my god, it's tweaking again. Oh my god, it did it again, dude. Sometimes if you threaten it, then it'll do better. This is the pain of vibe coding, guys. And so, you know what, I'm about to end it here. This will be the next step, is revitalizing this flow so that way we can actually make a much nicer implementation. But yeah, this thing is having a lot of trouble, and it is broken as of right now. It broke itself, so not looking too good. And now it wants to install shit, which I don't want it to install, so I'm not going to let it do it. But thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.